I just put it up. And I think you can share play.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
I'm not saying that I ain't share playing successfully.
The LA defense
it's still up.
the snuff and coverage there pushes this to fourth down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Last time, I had my
Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth.
Man, I'm so scared of Villa right now.
They'll run with Barkley. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Saquon Barkley denied on fourth down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A deep ball for Gurley.
They let my
inside the 30.
My nigga just got burnt by a fucking running back. He just got burnt by a running back, man.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
God, Gertie ain't even
the
fair.
Rams add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance.
Here
he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They keep it with Barkley on first down.
Old school. Old
he'll
school.
be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, here's Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Vita Vea breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on? And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try to get position for at least 3 points.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's brought in left side by Tate. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Just to back it up. You can hold my eyes.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Marr is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Damn. That Western Michigan gang scored 96 fucking points, bro. 96, bro. That's horrible.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 24 is the mic.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Mahomes. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I picked him off.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And
come on,
going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
53, check 53.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Vita Vea, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This pass finds its way to Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll let this
Oh
one go
my
deep
God.
for
What am I
Jrock.
doing wrong on this throw, Rob? What am I doing wrong, bro?
Well, you just got to feel for him right now.
I gotta
4
tap him?
interceptions,
Do I gotta-
and you
because
can
he
almost
open.
see
He's
through
wide
his
open.
face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
More to the left.
Get through this game.
Yep.
Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie,
nigga
that's a
wide
great sign
open.
of maturity. Mahomes now to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
So I
And
gotta,
past
what
the
do I gotta
35,
do
and we
different?
dropped a yard or
Don't
2
throw it
shy of
inside?
the 30. It's a gain of 11.
Bro, you didn't see that
and a
nigga
first
wide
down
open up
away.
the field? He burnt that nigga. He was in mid. No, you tripping. I threw the ball
Line
down the
of
field.
scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Now
Huh?
Mahomes. Here's Moss with a catch out of the
Damn.
backfield.
Lead
3
it what?
yards
Like
the
up?
gain there,
Just up the
2nd
field?
down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really
Damn,
big
my
out of
bullet
that.
is. That's the
It's not
problem.
a
It's
bad
the bullet.
idea to find your tight end and give him an
Niggas
easy
running that
completion
Falcons
and keep
shit,
moving
dog.
things forward. Almost
I
as
want
bread
him to
and
throw
butter
that.
as a
Run
good
that
running
play,
back
nigga.
down
Throw that
play.
bitch in the middle. We there.
Looking for
Yeah,
the
we there,
end
nigga.
zone.
That's what I
This
want
is
you to do,
gonna be
Romo.
intercepted.
I stole it from you. You can never run it on me again,
Davis
nigga.
picks it, and a big
Ever.
turnover
Ever,
there
ever.
as his guys will get the
I want you to
football
do that.
back. So they get the
Nigga,
takeaway, but
where
that's
you gonna
just
learn?
step 1. They still have a lot of work
Oh,
to
shit,
do.
he can hear
But they
me.
don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though,
I turned
4th
that off.
quarter.
So.
Trying to shake
Just
off the
open it.
interception. He'll look to throw.
That time
And
I
he'll let
threw it.
this one
Okay, I
go
tapped
deep
it,
for
but I threw it.
Jrock. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hold on, cover 2.
And he'll let this one go deep for Jrock. And this will be caught
That
at the
nigga
30.
cold, dog.
That's good.
A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
30-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, wow.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there, And he threw a 5th interception. I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day.
He's got it at the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st